Kevin Hart, the comedian renowned for his humor, charm, and larger-than-life persona, has had a career filled with highs, from his breakout stand-up specials to starring roles in blockbuster films. He has been a beloved figure in Hollywood for over a decade, known for his ability to make people laugh and his relatability. However, as much as he has been celebrated for his public image, there are darker and more complicated aspects of his life that have slowly come to light in recent years. While he may seem like the everyman comedian, Kevin Hart's association with one of the most powerful figures in entertainment, Sean "Diddy" Combs, has raised more than just curiosity. It has ignited a swirl of rumors and suspicions that are now threatening to overshadow Hart's career and reputation. For years, whispers have emerged suggesting that the connection between Kevin Hart and Diddy, a mogul whose influence extends far beyond music and into the realms of fashion, business, and high society, is far more complicated than just industry friendships. Both men have been seen at numerous star-studded events, rubbing elbows with celebrities, politicians, and business leaders. However, the rumors suggest that the nature of their relationship might involve conspiracy, manipulation, blackmail, and even federal authorities. What is it about their connection that might have the public questioning not just Hart's career, but the very nature of his involvement with Diddy? Diddy, who has built an empire spanning music, fashion, and entertainment, has long been a figure whose influence knows no bounds. From his beginnings as a record producer to his creation of brands like Sean John and his ongoing role in the entertainment industry, Diddy's power reaches far beyond his music catalog. He is seen as a mogul, a celebrity, and a man who knows how to keep the world watching. Diddy's lavish parties, private gatherings, and high-profile events have earned him a reputation for having an exclusive guest list, drawing the elite from various industries. But what happens when these events take on a darker undertone? Rumors have circulated for years suggesting that these gatherings aren't just about networking and making connections, that behind closed doors, they may involve compromising, situations that could destroy anyone's reputation if exposed. Kevin Hart has long been associated with many major figures in Hollywood, yet none have had the same visibility as Diddy. Hart's public persona, built on his humor and relatability, stands in stark contrast to Diddy's often larger-than-life image. While Hart is viewed as the relatable everyman who can laugh at his flaws, Diddy is often seen as an intimidating force, a figure who seems to control not just his brand, but the very image of those around him. This contrast between Hart's approachable, down-to-earth nature and Diddy's extravagant celebrity persona is part of the intrigue surrounding their relationship. Could there be something more to their connection than just industry camaraderie? The suggestion that Kevin Hart may have been entangled in a darker side of the entertainment industry is not entirely new. Over the years, Hart's personal life has been under intense scrutiny. Most notably, in 2017, Hart found himself at the center of a high-profile extortion scandal. A video surfaced showing Hart in a compromising position, and an extortionist threatened to release the footage unless they were paid a significant sum of money. Hart, however, chose to go public with the situation instead of giving in to the demands. He posted an emotional apology on Instagram, addressing his wife, Eniku Parrish, who was pregnant with their child at the time, as well as his family and fans. His decision to publicly own up to his mistakes made him a figure of sympathy, but it also revealed a vulnerability that hadn't been fully understood before. While Hart handled the situation with his characteristic mix of humor and contrition, the incident opened a window into his vulnerability. It exposed the fact that, despite his fame, wealth, and status, he was still susceptible to manipulation, blackmail, and extortion. His personal flaws became an avenue for others to potentially exploit him. For someone whose career is built on being open, transparent, and relatable, the idea of being manipulated behind the scenes in such a significant way was unsettling. But what if this vulnerability, this openness, is what ultimately tied him to Diddy in a much darker, more sinister manner? Diddy, for his part, has faced numerous controversies over the years. Accusations of violence, manipulation, and involvement in shady dealings have all been part of his colorful history. Despite these rumors and legal battles, Diddy has managed to maintain his position at the top of the entertainment industry, keeping his empire intact and his personal life relatively secret. Diddy has always been able to control the narrative surrounding his image, using his vast network of celebrities, business leaders, and power brokers to protect himself. But what happens when someone in his inner circle becomes a liability? This is where the relationship between Hart and Diddy becomes more complicated. Sources suggest that Kevin Hart may have been subjected to coercion, forced to keep quiet about things he may have witnessed at Diddy's infamous gatherings. These parties, long rumored to involve questionable behavior, may have exposed Hart to situations that could destroy his career. If Hart was privy to activities that could ruin his public persona, it would make sense for Diddy to hold this over his head as a form of control. The question is, how far does Diddy's manipulation go? And what happens when someone like Hart, once seen as a powerful ally, becomes a potential threat? The most recent twist in this unfolding saga is the suggestion that Kevin Hart may be cooperating with the FBI. While Hart has not publicly confirmed these reports, the idea that he may be working with federal authorities in exchange for immunity or protection is now at the center of this investigation. If Hart is indeed cooperating with the FBI, it indicates that this situation is much more serious than anyone initially believed. The comedian, once known for his resilience and humor in the face of public scrutiny, may now be in a position where his only chance of survival is to cooperate with authorities. But what could Hart be revealing to the FBI? What does he know about Diddy that could change everything? If these reports are true, it raises serious questions about Hart's career and future. He built his public image on honesty and transparency, but now he is faced with the possibility that his career could come crashing down if the FBI investigation reveals the extent of his involvement with Diddy. Could Hart's darkest secrets come to light, and if they do, would his career be able to survive? The thought of Hart being involved in a federal investigation and potentially facing criminal charges is a nightmare scenario for someone who once made millions by laughing at his mistakes. As for Diddy, the potential fallout from these revelations could be even more catastrophic. He has spent years cultivating an image of power and influence, operating behind the scenes to protect himself and his business empire. But if Hart's cooperation with the FBI leads to the exposure of Diddy's darker dealings, it could bring down everything Diddy has built. His empire, once thought to be untouchable, could crumble under the weight of these revelations. The future of both Kevin Hart and Diddy is now uncertain. Hart's personal and professional life could be forever changed by his ties to the mogul. His marriage to Eniku Parrish, once a source of stability, may now be tested by the growing scandal. As the FBI investigation continues, the question remains, can Hart recover from this? Will he be able to protect his career, his family, and his future? Or will he be forced to confront the truth about the dangerous world he may have become entangled in? In the end, this saga is far from over. What began as whispers about Kevin Hart's relationship with Diddy has now become an explosive investigation that could have wide-reaching consequences for both men. With the involvement of the FBI, the stakes have never been higher. The world is waiting to see whether Kevin Hart's career and personal life can survive the revelations about his connection to one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. One thing is certain: Kevin Hart's journey from beloved comedian to, potentially, involved in a high-stakes federal investigation is something that could change the trajectory of his career and the entertainment world forever.
Let us know in the comments below and make sure to stay tuned for the next video.